Okay, okay. I just had to find it. I know not everyone sees media on a frame. I don't usually see or use it myself either. So, you got it. But right now it's off. Yes, that's why I had it in my script, so you'll see the links again later. Anyways, as you might notice, I'm not a native English speaker, so I hope you'll understand me okay. Whereas it's far too late to help you. Okay, so let's start. Okay. Okay. First, hello everyone. My name is Ulli Berthold, and I would like to show you a new tool to set up virtual conferences, classrooms, seminars, or exhibitions within minutes. So, oops. I forgot it. So, why a new tool? You're all sitting here, so you know a bit about virtual worlds and how to use them. And you probably know how to build within a virtual world. But do you remember the learning curve you had to get through? All the tools you had to learn, the time it took, and the platforms that are around now. Classic environments, PC, Mac, and Linux. Web browsers, new devices like iOS and Android, tablets and mobile phones. And then there's a whole new generation of VR goggles like Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, or Windows Mixed Reality. But how does VirtualExpo handle those problems? The platform VirtualExpo runs on supports all the platforms mentioned before. Using a point-and-click interface to configure your event, you won't need technical experience, but you'll still be able to add your own content. For images, you'll find a number of preset areas on your booth. You can just click and set image URLs. 3D mesh objects can easily be created using common mesh tools like Blender, or SketchUp, or Maya, or whatever, and these will be added by you, or if you want to, by us. Within your event, you'll be able to use YouTube videos, web browsers, screen shares, and webcams, as well as whiteboards or slideshows. Okay, technical caveat, stuff like web browsers and YouTube won't work within a web client, so you need an installed client for the full feature set. If I'm going too fast, please let me know. Sounds good? But what can you as educators do with it? Well, using this system, you can simply set up all kinds of virtual activities without technical knowledge. Imagine your students doing a project and creating a virtual exhibition of the results, or a worldwide meeting between student working groups discussing a common project. But then again, talk is cheap. Everybody can say things are easy, so let's have some action. And next to the slideshow, screen, you see a media screen, as I mentioned earlier. If you are able to, I would like you to activate that screen now. You should see a YouTube live stream. On that stream, you'll see me standing in an empty event area, which I set up in a bit. If you don't want to use invert YouTube, you can either use the short URL provided or the long one. Those are the ones I've given you a bit earlier. I'm now starting the live stream, just a sec. I'm working on several computers at the same time. Okay. Stream is up. Let me quickly check that it's here. Stream should show up in a moment, depending on YouTube. There it comes. Okay. From here on, I'll be showing both pre-made screenshots of what I'll be doing in the live stream and the live stream. I'm doing that because not everyone might be able to see the stream, or because something might fail. Some of you might wonder why I'm doing a live stream instead of a pre-recorded session. Well, there are 3 reasons. I want to show you that it's really possible to set up the event quickly. In a few moments, I'll give you a link so you can join me there live during the setup. And lastly, sometimes I just like doing things the hard way. Okay, we've got an offset of about 30 seconds between what I'm doing on the live stream and what I'm doing in Word. So it's a bit complicated. Okay. If you want to log in, here are the links to the clients to enter the Word. You can just join in as a guest account, so you don't have to register with the system. So right now it's a bit too empty. Let's change that. If I activate the management button, top left of the screen, some parts of my scene will become clickable, so I can start to configure them. As you can see, when it highlights, the floor is separated into rectangular areas, each area supporting between 1 and 4 different booth sizes. Oops. Here. Okay, sorry, I got it lost. It's a bit irritating to see myself twice or 3 times. So, as you can soon see on the screen, I just selected the layout with 2 small and 1 medium-sized booths. On the ground, it shows the letters for each parcel. Now in menu I can fill in basic information about the exhibitor, for example, management users, company details, and the logo URL. Let me quickly do that. Okay, that information will show up again in the exhibitor search and on information panels at each booth. If you give the video a moment to catch up with me. But basically that's all I, as an organizer, would have to do. Somebody's coming in. Sorry. It's public. You should be able to come in. As I said, it's beta, so some hiccups might occur, so it should be public, and you should get in. You definitely get in with a guest user. Okay, I see a few people coming in. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, now we are all getting split personality because we're all seeing ourselves both in both worlds and on the YouTube screen. If that's not a case of split personality, I don't know. Anyways, it seems you're getting in now, so oops. Okay, I've set up all the booth information. Now I'm standing here in front of an empty parcel. When the menu is gone, you can see a small rectangular bit in a corner of a parcel. This allows me to call up a booth menu. For someone who's not the booth manager or expo manager, those won't be visible. Clicking one of them will take me to the booth menu. Let's use one of the small ones for now. The booth menu allows me to configure my own booth as an exhibitor or participating booth as the organizer. The first thing I, as an exhibitor, have to do is select the booth. Let's have a look at this one. Oops. Nah. Not really what I would like right now. Let's use another one. Okay, this one's much better. Okay, we'll use this for now, but the colors are a bit drab. Let's go to the Materials menu. Here in the Materials menu, I can customize the look of my booth. Not all categories, for example, Wall 2, are available on all kinds of booths. Smaller don't have that many walls. But each area can customize parts of your personal space based on a number of tintable basic textures. In case you want to know why not more texture options. The installed clients would easily support much higher quality and detail, but if you want to access the exhibition with a web client, a memory-efficient way is required. So please give me a moment to update the colors in the Live Expo. If you see the live video, you can see how I changed the different areas of the primary wall until it looks the way I want, and how the booth changes while I do it. So let's save this and see what else I can do. Now we have a booth in our colors. Let's do a bit more. On the booth, you can see some areas that still show the VirtualExpo logo. Those areas are poster zones. Yes, Beth, actually you should. Mary said he's sitting on the chair. Yeah, and you're standing right next to me in front of it. as I said, it's in development. It's working for the major part. We've had the first test events, but it is beta. And not yet perfect. But the booth is filling up quite nicely. Okay. So, let me try to get back to my funny. Okay, I hope you don't mind. Okay. Yes, it's not on the creators grid. If you've ended up on the creators grid, you won't be visible. You won't see anything. But Bess can't be on creators because she's visible. Pamela, I don't see your name at least. Are you using the installed client or the web client, Bess? Okay, how old are your installs? Top right, if you click on the three small bars, it should show you the build. Okay, that might be a problem because this is relying on a bunch of newer functions that came after 12.11, I think. Probably. If you don't mind, we can give it a test later, Beth. Okay, while Beth is relogging, I'm under time limit, so let's continue with the presentation if you don't mind. For each of these post areas, I can set an image URL and a website link. I don't have to set the website link. Oops. But if I do, clicking on a poster later when not in edit mode will pop up a new window with that website. Once I add the image URL and click OK, the image will show up instead of oh wait, I should use something else but the image. Oops. Using the right image type helps a lot. Okay, if I use the right image type, the image will show up instead of my logo. Now we've got a poster. There's a video screen. Let's drop in a video, but again, that will not work for a web client. It will not show inward. It will offer you a pop-up window with YouTube, but it will not show inward. Okay, as you can see on the live stream now, there's a video running of one of my roller coasters. So you can custom add YouTube videos to your presentation. Again, browser-based, will not show the video. You can't embed a video in a WebGL client. On web, you see the YouTube thumbnail and be able to click that thumbnail and get the video to open in a new window. Okay, but now we still got a bunch of empty posters. Do we really need them? Naturally not. Once I give the management mode by unchecking the checkbox top left, all the empty posters are gone again, and I'm left with my booth. Okay, I set up a second booth now quickly to show some other features. As we are a bit short on time, I skip most of the talk and explanation and setup. Just use the basic system as it is. Oops. Where's my slide? Okay, here am I. Okay. What you might be interested in, there are 3 video screens here in front of this booth. Let's quickly jump through the functions you have not seen yet. The middle screen is a screen share screen. So if I activate that screen, it will broadcast my local screen for everyone. You should see that even in the web browsers. So I'm now broadcasting my Expo screen, broadcasting my Expo screen, broadcasting my Expo screen. Nice little entry scoop. Perfect for presentations if you have a tool that's not web-based anyways. So ending this. Just a sec. Now before I activate the next screen, I hope you don't frighten easily. Boo! Waiting for the spin to catch up. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Good. Hiding, hiding. Okay. As you can see, you've got a built-in webcam support for the presenter too. So there's a lot of fun stuff to do. Let's do something else. I'm using the big screen now instead of what I planned in the presentation. I think the next one is a bit more interesting for most presenters. As I said, I'm using the big screen now, not the small one, because it's bigger and buggy. It's a whiteboard. So it's a full-size whiteboard usable in Word for your presentations. But in the end, within a few minutes, we've set up a small conference or trade show area, put up posters and logos. How long did that take? Oh, it's past. Less than 30 minutes. So if you've got your material prepared, it's supposed to be. I hope it is, but if it's not, my fault. Beta, working on it. You are supposed to see it. No, I can't blame SL. It's not on SL. You're supposed to see the same I'm seeing. If you don't, it's my fault. So, yeah, you should see the same painting I did on the wall you see on the live stream. If I was Picasso, I would get paid as well as he did. Nice idea. Okay. Using the same tools, especially the presentation tools, if they work, it's quite easily possible to set up virtual classrooms, branch offices, or product showrooms. Yes, Picasso was still alive when he was famous. He only died in the 70s or 80s, 1980s, I think. He was very rich by then. Yeah, one of the lucky painters. Users can create additional 3D content, which is a difference to many other similar systems, and use it within the VirtualExpo environment too. Let me quickly put one in. So this is basically a REST object, like I would do on Azure. which I place in my scene as a custom object. Click, because, well, it's one of my tools, so it's configurable. I put in a graphic URL and I got a big flag within my scene. Blah blah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting lost within my own presentation. Okay, some of the tools we have made for virtual worlds like ZenDrive or ScienceSpace. Book creation systems for ZenDrive, educational tools like Tickets, which is Julie just showing next door, whiteboards, quiz systems, right, son? Camera huts, stuff like that for different virtual worlds. Yeah, I think that's about it. But you can even give me a shout if you should need a roller coaster for an event. That's what I do in here. Okay, I think I'm through. Yeah. I'll stop the live stream. And if anyone should have a question, just feel free to ask. Yes, Helena, classroom spaces or like high-cadit meeting areas. That's the idea, Gentle. Making stuff easy. Because I know most of the people who would like to do virtual events don't have the ability to build themselves. I can do a lot of stuff, but even I got the limits at some point in Blender. And I would imagine most don't even know what Blender is or does. So here we offer a simple entrance. Okay, now let me catch up with the other questions. Prof, yes, there is a cost. There's no paid subscription. Cost is not fixed yet. Cost is not fixed yet. It will be cheaper for educational than for business stuff. And well, ScienceSpace is a platform I'm using. It is a base. My stuff is an add-on that runs on the ScienceSpace platform, but is an independent product using their platform. And that's the part most people can't do, technically, because they just can't. And those are the people I want to address. People like you folks sitting here know how to use building tools in SL, know how to use Unity, know how to use Blender. But there are a lot of people who don't, who need an easy way in with an easy way up. And yes, the problem is, or the limitation is, what you want to achieve. If you want to do browser-based events. Regarding Heike's question about the number of booths and peoples, the number of booths and exhibitors in a browser-based event is a bit less than in when supporting the installed clients, because I've got to keep the complexity low. Browsers tend to give memory problems if it's getting big. We've got a test set up though with 20, 30 different booths. And that's working, and it's still being optimized. So I'd say right now 20 to 30 different exhibitors in addition to the presenters, with increase coming shortly. But then again, that is only limiting for the web clients. And as Mel says, attendees is basically unlimited, because you can always shard. That means you've got several instances of the same scene running at the same time. And then you can split live streams like a presentation like mine into different streams for each scene. And Serena, easy and fast. Think about it, sit down, select a prefab, and get your event started a couple of hours later. I didn't count. I think at Heike's event we had 20 that came with a web browser in the same setup for a small teachers event. Most of them not having used virtual worlds before. No, I don't think we did the record yet. That was Heike. She had more. Okay. Thanks for coming, Beth. If any further questions come up, I'm usually around in the European evening, so feel free to send me messages, IMs, note cards, whatever. Yeah. And have a great time and a great evening.